Hi everyone, thank you for joining us this evening. If you're watching live, do say hello in the comments. Let us know where you're watching from. I hope everyone's keeping well this evening. My name is Zoe Clark. I'm Senior Self-Management Programme Officer, and today I'm delighted to introduce you to Julia Mitchell, who's a health and wellbeing coach. And you have many strings to your bow, don't you, Julia, in terms of Tai Chi and Nordic walking. So hi Julia, thank you for joining us.
You're very welcome. I'm absolutely thrilled to be here. Thank you, Zoe.
So this evening we're going to be having a taster session of Tai Chi, which I'm really looking forward to. So for everyone watching, do pop your questions in the comments box because we'll have a few minutes at the end to answer any of your questions. So Julia, just to begin with, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself and also about your journey with Axial SpA as well?
Yeah, I will do. Thank you. So as Zoe said, I'm a health and wellbeing coach. I'm actually based in Warwickshire, and I do have several strings to my bow. So alongside the Tai Chi and Qigong, then I also teach Nordic walking, and then more of a traditional health and wellbeing coach looking at nutrition and food and what we eat. I was diagnosed with AS just about 20 years ago now, maybe 21 actually. And like many people with AS, it was iritis that led to the diagnosis. So I'd had back problems for years, but I worked in the IT industry. I sat down all day, I drove miles and just thought, well, a bad back was kind of a normal thing. And then I'd had several flare-ups of iritis. And again, no one here had asked me about any other health conditions. And it was a doctor in Canada that made the connection between iritis and AS and suggested that I came back, had all the various tests, etc., and came back positive. So that led to the first career change. And then I've changed career several times over the last 20 years to adapt to the fact that I've got AS, but I can honestly say that I feel better than I can ever remember feeling. So I'm on no medication, and it's all down to the types of food that I eat and the movement that I do. So that's why I'm really passionate about sharing that with other people, and I was absolutely thrilled when NASS asked me if I would do this taster session.
That's really lovely to hear that you're managing so well, and really nice as well. Not nice to have AS, but nice to kind of use your experiences to lead you into a whole area where you're helping other people. And and you kindly shared your story with Axial SpA with us on our website as well. So I've put the link in the video description. You can go and learn more there, and also the link to Julia's website as well, so you can learn more about her and about Tai Chi, Qigong, and Nordic walking as well. So I think before I hand over to you, I'll just let everyone know, because this is a taster session, so if you're not sure if Tai Chi is suitable for you, then you can always watch the video and then catch up afterwards and make sure that you're comfortable with all the movements, and also have an opportunity to check with your physio to make sure it's suitable for you. The video will stay on our Facebook page, and we'll also upload it to our My AS My Life webpage and YouTube channel as well, so you can catch up afterwards. So I'll just check, see we've got quite a few people joining us already, so hi everyone, thank you for joining us live. And if you're ready, Julia, I'll hand over to you and then come back at the end for a few questions.
Okay, brilliant, thank you. So as I said, this is just a taster session today. So we're going to do some daily Tai Chi movements, so individual movements that you could do at any time, and then we'll do a sequence of movements that flow one after the other. The style of Tai Chi and Qigong that I've trained in is very much the health side as opposed to the martial arts side. So it's all about listening to your body, doing what feels right for you. If it doesn't feel right, then absolutely don't do it. It's not about how far you can push yourself or anything like that. It's just about breathing, relaxing, and enjoying the movements. You may feel tingling in your fingertips. You may start coughing. You may get hot. All of those things are perfectly normal. It's just your internal energy moving around the body. Obviously, if you feel uncomfortable at any point, then please sit down. The movements are just as beneficial seated as they are standing. I'll talk about energy points, and we've got 5 main energy points. So we have one in the crown of our head, one in the base of our trunk, so those 2 points align, one in each foot, and it's more towards the toes rather than the arch of the foot. So we want to feel really evenly grounded, and then one in each palm, and that counts as 1 point because the palms can come together for some of the movement. The palms may face towards the sky or towards the earth. I'll also talk about our dantian, our lower energy store, and that's just below the belly button. So it's about 3 fingers below the belly button. So with a couple of the movements that we do, I'll talk about drawing the energy in towards the dantian. I'll talk about the breathing pattern, but again, please don't worry about matching my breathing pattern. My breaths are quite deep and quite long because I've been doing this for a little while now. So just add in an extra breath wherever you need to, so that you find that you're comfortable throughout. The main thing is to not hold your breath, because quite often when people are doing it for the first time, they're sort of concentrating and then they suddenly realize, and so please try not to do that. Just try to add in an extra breath wherever you need to. And most importantly, just relax, just stop if you feel that you need to. Okay, so I shall put some music on and then we'll get started. Oops. Apologies, I do a Zoom session every Thursday without any hitches, and you can guarantee if I'm doing a session for somebody else, then it decides to stop working through my Bluetooth speaker. I think that should be it now. Right. Okay. So to begin, let's place our heels together, place our left arm palm up, place our right arm palm down, and bow with lowered eyes in trust and in friendship. Slowly rise. Relax your hands. Carefully step or turn the feet apart. So our basic stance, our feet are hip width apart as though they're on train tracks. Our knees are nice and soft, so we never lock out any of our joints in Tai Chi. It's all soft knees, soft elbows. Keeping those feet in that hip width, and then just imagine that you're pulling the belly button towards the spine. So really think about engaging that core. Tuck the pelvis under slightly to protect the lower back, and then just lift and open the chest. Arms nice and relaxed. Chin tucked in, so that crown of the head, that energy point that I mentioned, is reaching to the sky. The feet are reaching to the earth. Now, this is our ideal posture. If this doesn't feel comfortable at all, then just stop and rest whenever you need to, or get into a position that does feel comfortable. In reality, it's probably taken me at least 2 years for this to feel really comfortable. And then just breathe. Close your eyes if you can, and just take a few nice, gentle breaths. So ideally, we're breathing in and out through the nose. We're just feeling the body softly rising and falling with the breath. So notice where the weight is in the feet. Just check that they feel really evenly grounded. So you're not tipping forwards or backwards. Imagining that they're the roots of the tree, holding you strong and tall. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. 2 more breaths here. Back into the center. So remember, stop and rest whenever you need to, sit down if you need to, and then engaging that core. So if you'd like to watch the movement first of all, and then join in when you feel ready. So we're going to breathe into the center, and then as you breathe out, just allow the ear to relax towards the shoulder. No stretching, no straining. Roll the chin forwards. Breathe into the center. Don't tip the head backwards, just coming back into the center. Breathing out to the other side, just allowing the weight of the head. Roll the chin forwards. Back into the center. One more each side. Back into the center. So this time, place one palm in contact with the earth, the other palm facing towards you. It doesn't matter which side. And keep some space between the arms and the body. So everything should feel loose and open. Think circles, think flowing shapes. Breathe into the center. And then as you breathe out, turn towards that top hand. Breathe in here. Breathing out to the center. And then as you get back to the center, as you breathe in, allow the palms to pass, thinking about those energy points in the center of the palm. So they're not touching, but they're just passing. Breathing out to the other side, just following your fingertips and your gaze. Breathe in here. Breathing out to the center. We'll just do two more each side. So pushing down with the feet as we change the hands over. Last one each side. Back into the center and relax the hands down. So knees nice and soft, hips facing forward, shoulders nice and relaxed. Just allow the arms to float. So the more that you can sort of close your eyes and relax into it, the more easily your arms will float. So as well as warming up the waist, this is also a really lovely movement to do if you just need to take some time out. Just let go. And then slowly unwind. Back into the center. Again, give everything a little shake if you need to. So this time, allow the palms to connect. Again, keep some space between the arms and the body. The feet are still hip width, that core still engaged. If you'd like to watch first of all, and then join in when you're ready. Breathe into the center. As you breathe out, send one palm to the sky, one palm to the earth. Don't tip the head backwards, just take the gaze. Elbows stay nice and soft. Breathe into the center. Allow the palms to pass again, pushing down with the feet, one to the sky, one to the earth. This is stroking a horse's mane. So almost imagine that you're pushing your hands through water. One more in each direction. Back into the centre. So lower your arms if you need to, if there's any discomfort in the lower back. Otherwise, breathe into the centre. And then as you breathe out, turn towards that top hand, just a small turn. And imagine that you're holding a ball. Roll the ball over. Breathe in here. Breathing out to the other side. Feeling that connection between the palms. Roll the ball over. Breathe in here. Breathing out to the other side. Just following your fingertips with your gaze. Really trying to imagine that you're holding a ball. We'll just do one more each side. Last one here. Back into the center and relax the hands down. I'm just going to turn the music down very slightly. Okay. So this time, knees nice and soft. We're going to make two soft fists. So we never clench our knuckles tightly in Tai Chi. So making two soft fists. Stepping forwards, heel toe. So always make sure that you step heel toe. Make sure that that knee doesn't go beyond the toe. Body staying nice and upright. And then send the opposite fist forwards. Draw the fist in, stepping in, changing sides. So these are individual daily Tai Chi movements. They're not in any particular sequence. One more each side. Back into the center again, keeping those knees nice and soft. Just relax the hands down. Now allow the arms to rise, shoulders nice and relaxed. Any discomfort, then just lower the arms if you need to. Remember, sit down if you need to. Keeping some distance between the palms and the chest. Breathe into the center. As you breathe out, palms forward, pushing down with the feet, soften the knees. Breathe into the center. Palms to the side, pushing down the feet, soften the knees. Breathe into the center. Palms to the sky, don't tip the head backwards, just taking the gaze. Breathe into the center. Palms to the earth, breathing out, pushing down the feet. We'll just do that once more. So imagining that there's a gentle resistance against the palms. To the side. To the sky. To the earth. breath. And relax. This time, allow the wrists to rise, palms facing down. I'll turn to the side actually. So as you breathe in, roll the backs of the hands together, fingertips come towards you. Breathing out, allow the palms to open. So roll the palms, thumbs, backs of the hands, pushing down with the feet, breathing in, breathing out. We'll just do 2 more here. This is presenting the peach. So in ancient China, the peach was a very rare gift. So it was a very great honour to receive. Last one. Allow the fingers to link and then just do gentle figure of 8s. Slowly, mindfully. Quite often with Tai Chi, it's the slowness that people find most difficult. And then just change direction. And relax the hands down. Palms facing forwards, knees nice and soft. If there's only one thing that you remember from tonight's session, then this is the one that I would recommend. So as you breathe in, just imagine that you're taking your arms around a big ball. And then as you breathe out, palms towards your dantian, that lower energy store that I mentioned, just below the belly button. So knees nice and soft, pushing down with the feet, drawing in all of that positive energy around us, holding on, drawing it in towards us. You can do this seated or standing. It's wonderful to do outside. We'll do 2 more here. Last one. And relax the hands down. So just give everything a little shake, grab a drink if you need to, and then we'll do the 6 steps. So 6 steps, 6 movements, sorry, in a specific order. So our basic stance, again, feet hip width, core engaged, shoulders nice and relaxed, palms facing backwards. Just take a moment to allow the weight to settle. Just check that you feel really comfortable. Should be no stretching, no straining, no discomfort. And then when you're ready, as you breathe in, just allow your arms to float, closing your eyes if you can. So it doesn't matter how high your arms float. When your in-breath finishes, just relax the palms down. So the movement's coming from the shoulder. Just imagining that your wrists are on puppet strings. So it's completely effortless, weightless. Pushing down with the feet as the arms float. And then just relax, release the palms down. Opening the energy gates. We'll do 2 more here. Just adding in an extra breath wherever wherever you need to. Just floating the arms as high as you find comfortable. Last one. Relax the hands down. So this time, if you'd like to watch first of all, and then join in when you're ready. So one palm's in front, one palm's to the side. As we breathe in, allow the arms to float, so one to the front, one to the side. And then as we breathe out, palms come towards each other, drawing those energy points together. Breathing in, allow the arms to float. Breathing out, feeling that connection between the palms. This is opening the bellows. Two more here. Last one. So this time, as you breathe in, allow the arms to float. And then palms turn towards the earth. And then in towards our dantian, that lower energy store, drawing in the energy that we've gathered between our palms. And then just change the hands over, swapping sides, breathing in, breathing out. Adding in an extra breath wherever you need to. Opening the bellows. Two more here. Shoulders nice and relaxed. Last one. Breathing in, allow the arms to float, and then both palms towards the earth. Breathing out, palms in towards the lower dantian. And relax the hands down. So I'll just demonstrate the next movement, and then again join in when you feel ready. I'll demonstrate from the side and forwards. So we're going to be stepping forwards. It doesn't matter whether it's left or right, but the feet stay hip width. And again, we want to make sure that knee doesn't go beyond the toe. So beginning with the palms facing backwards, the pelvis tucks under, we soften the front of the arms float. If that's far enough for you, then stay there. Otherwise, flex the wrists, feeling that opening the chest, but listen to your body. And then we're hinging like the lid of the box. So we're not rounding the shoulders, feeling that lovely opening as we sit back, raise the front toe. And make sure that your hips are staying nice and square. So what we don't want to do is twist as we sit back, so the hips stay nice and square. Okay, so when you're ready, stepping forwards, it doesn't matter whether it's left or right. Pelvis tucks under, soften the front knee, wrist float forwards. Stopping at whatever height you need to, don't tip the head backwards. Sitting back, folding again, stopping wherever you need to. And then we'll do that twice more. This is sweeping the half moon. So imagine that lovely floating shape. Lovely opening of the chest. Last one. Back into the center. Relax the hands down. Draw the front foot in. Just change the feet over. So keeping those feet hip width. Pelvis tucks under, soften the front knee. Wrists float. Just stop wherever you need to. Sitting back, raise the front toe. Hips staying nice and square. Lovely opening on the back. I particularly like this one. It suits my back. If it doesn't suit you, then just please don't do the movement. Last one. Back into the center. Relax the hands down. Draw the front foot in. Just give everything a little shake. That's quite a big movement energy-wise, so just take a moment if you need to. Back into our hip width stance. Thinking about that core engagement, shoulders nice and relaxed. Make two soft fists. Again, we never clench our knuckles tightly in Tai Chi. Elbows, shoulders nice and relaxed. We want to imagine that we're reaching to something directly in front of us. So breathe into the center. And then as you breathe out, send one palm forwards and open that palm. Close the palm. Send the opposite palm forwards. This is winding the silk. So we're imagining that there's a pole in front of us, holding that silk thread, and we're drawing the thread between our palms. So the body's softly rising and falling with the breath. That gentle rotation of the waist. We'll do one more each side. Back into the center and relax the hands down. So with the next movement, I'd like you to try and not think about moving the fingertips, but just allowing the chest to expand with each breath, and then the fingertips will separate slightly, but don't consciously move the hands. So just check the posture's nice and comfortable. Allow the palms to rise, palms facing forwards. Take a moment to allow the weight to settle into the feet. Just lower the arms if you need to. And as you breathe in, feeling the body filling with the breath. And as you breathe out, fingertips come back towards each other. Closing your eyes if you find that comfortable. This is gathering the harvest. So ideally breathing in and out through the nose, whatever's most comfortable for you. Two more breaths here. Last one. And this time, palms towards the earth, and then just draw the palms towards the dantian, that lower energy store. Palms facing upwards, knees nice and soft. As you breathe in, just imagine that you're tracing your fingertips around a small ball, palms turn over at the top, breathing out, just relax the hands down, closing your eyes if that feels comfortable. This is balancing the chi. So our hands are going no higher than our heart and no lower than our dantian, our lower energy store. Just giving the body time to move the energy to where it needs it. Crown of the head is reaching to the sky. Feet reaching to the earth. Imagining that golden thread running through the body. Body growing taller with each breath. And then place one palm onto your dantian, the other palm on top. Keep your eyes closed if you can. Remember, sit down if you need to. This is sitting or standing Zen. Just giving the body time to settle, breath time to settle, the mind time to settle. This is your quiet time. Try and allow the shoulders to relax, jaw to soften. Just visualize your body filling with each new breath. And then slowly open your eyes, relax your palms. We'll finish as we began. Let's place our heels together, place our left arm palm up, place our right arm palm down, and bow with lowered eyes with respect to ourselves and to each other. Slowly rise. Relax your hands. Carefully step or turn the feet apart. Thank you so much for joining me for Tai Chi Qigong tonight. Just take a moment before you have to start doing any rushing around. Thank you.
That was wonderful, Julia. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Let me just, there we go.
I feel relaxed just from watching.
That was obviously just a taster. I do a session on a Thursday evening that's on Zoom, and he's staying on Zoom because people that come couldn't come if I moved it back to a village hall, and that's a longer set. That's Shibashi Qigong, so it's a 45-minute session. But if anybody has any questions, then fire away.
Lovely, thank you. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out. As I expected, I mentioned this at the beginning of the session that quite often we have people
frozen.
Oh, am I back with you now?
Hopefully technology is not. Oh, you're back. I think
back together.
I'm not sure if it's your end or my end.
I could still hear you, so
yeah. Okay.
Luckily, and I can see we're still live on Facebook, so that's good. We've not lost our connection.
Good.
Perfect. Yeah, we don't have any questions through so far. As I expected, we've got lots of people watching and joining in, but not asking questions. So now is your chance. If you have any burning questions for Julia about Tai Chi and Qigong, then please do pop them in the comments. While we're giving people some time, I'll just let everyone know about our next session. Our next session is going to be Wednesday, the 2nd of March at 1 p.m. and I'll be joined by Professor Margaret Hall-Craggs, who is a consultant radiologist and professor in medical imaging. And she's going to be talking to us all about imaging, like MRIs and X-rays, the different scans that are used for Axial SpA, what we can learn from them, and also the latest research as well. That should be an interesting one. So as always, if you can't catch it live, then you can catch it on catch up. We still don't have any questions come through. I'm surprised. No, I think everyone's probably really relaxed.
That's okay. I guess the other thing that I'd say in terms of how I've managed my AS, then it's just moving. It's lots of different movements. I only discovered Tai Chi while I was waiting for my knee replacement 5 years ago. And so prior to that, then I had tried yoga, Pilates, swimming. I do some stretches that physios have given me over the years every day before I even get out of bed. And I do, well, in fact, they do tell me that I'm a model patient because I do stretches every day. It doesn't matter whether I'm on holiday or what, I just do stretches every day. And also, just very quickly, in terms of the iritis, then changing what I eat and avoiding certain food groups has meant that I haven't had a flare-up, touch wood, for, gosh, probably 6 or 7 years now, and I'd probably had it for 12 years before that. So, yeah.
Gosh, oh, that's fantastic to hear.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, that's what we always say here. Even if you're taking a medication that's really beneficial, the best thing is just keep moving and in all sorts of different ways, whichever way is most accessible and most enjoyable as well.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
We've got a couple of questions have come in. Anya says, thank you. I've never done Tai Chi before. That was really interesting. And Naomi has asked, how often do you practice Tai Chi a week for maximum benefit?
So because I teach it, then I do it most days, but not every day. Real sort of Tai Chi purists would say that you should do it every day. For me, it's whatever feels comfortable for you. So even if you only did that gathering breath that I mentioned, my husband will do that when he's walking the dog in the morning. He's got a sort of a particular field and tree and whatnot that he'll like to just stand there, just taking a few breaths. So really thinking about the posture and doing those gathering breaths. So even if you only did that on a daily basis, then that would be fantastic. If you can do a little bit more every day, fantastic. But even if you only did it 2 or 3 times a week, then it's whatever you can fit in. But the other thing that I found, which was the unexpected bit of Tai Chi, if you like, was the mental clarity. So I only started it because I couldn't kneel down for yoga and Pilates. But I used to just float home on a Friday morning, just feeling, and you know when you've lost your car keys and you're trying to get out the door and the dog's barking or the phone's ringing and you just stop and just breathe and you'll go, oh, I left them in that jacket. And honestly, it works. And I absolutely say that is down to Tai Chi, just learning to be present and to take that time for you and to be able to just focus on those movements. And I have had people over the years say they find this easier than just trying meditation because they're actually doing something as well. So you're following your hand and you're thinking about that movement and you're focusing on that movement, and that somehow makes it a little easier to be present. But that's the real added bonus for me, is that giving that ability to just quieten the mind.
Absolutely. I think it's something we rarely do these days, and unless we make time for it and intentionally do it.
Yes.
Actually, what you're saying really links in with Naomi's next question. She asks, is breathing super important?
It is, but I wouldn't want you to think, oh, well, I can't do it because I couldn't match the breathing, because it takes time. So as I said at the start, I've been doing it a little while now, so my breaths are quite deep and quite long. But to begin with, just breathe. That's the important thing, is to just breathe, and then over time then the breaths will become longer. And I've had lots of people with asthma and other breathing conditions, and their doctors are just astounded at how much their breathing has improved, the depth of breath has improved since they've been doing Tai Chi. And also by breathing in and out through the nose, we actually breathe more deeply. Although we'd maybe think that if you open your mouth and take a big breath, that you feel like you're taking a big breath, but actually it's a very shallow breath. As a nation, we breathe very shallowly, but taking that time and breathing in and out through the nose, then it just helps you to breathe more deeply. So ultimately that's improving the lung capacity. So yes, it is important.
Absolutely. And I imagine for some people with axial SpA, if you get a lot of rib stiffness and mid-back stiffness to begin with, that might be quite difficult to do, but it's really good to have a movement and exercise that's targeting that as well.
Yes, and it's just about taking it slowly. There's no forcing anything with this style of Tai Chi. It's just, if it hurts, just stop it. It's just about listening to your body, and then gradually over time, because you're so relaxed, then everything will just get looser and will improve slowly.
That's fantastic. And I suppose most of the movements you've done as well are sort of accessible, you know, if you're in a seated position or standing as well, depending on how you're feeling.
Yes, completely. I've got, during my regular village hall sessions, I've got some people that just do it seated, some do it a little bit seated, a little bit standing, some do it standing, but it absolutely, because even if you're seated, when I talk about pushing down with the feet, then you can still push down with the feet if you're seated. And even the ones where we're doing alternate legs, then you can still push down alternate legs. So there's a real benefit to doing it seated or standing. And in fact, before COVID, I had a lady who, she comes in on two crutches, and she usually does it seated, and then this one week she did half of it standing, and she said, I can't believe that I've done that. And in fact, also since COVID, I've had a couple of people that are recovering from COVID, and they've come and said, oh, I don't know if I'll be able to stay to the end because I keep coughing and they've got through it completely without coughing, and said, well, I can't believe that. And I said, it's because you're so relaxed. You're not thinking, you're not thinking about your breathing as much. You're just really listening to the music and enjoying the slowness of the movements. And then everything just opens up and relaxes. So obviously I'm a huge fan.
Oh, that must be really rewarding as well, in terms of seeing that response from people too.
Yes, exactly. That's kind of my motto, is to just help people feel as well as they can possibly feel, because I feel so well, and I know how much pain I have been in over the years. Then I just think if I can share my knowledge with as many people as possible and help others to feel as well, then that's job done. So it is hugely rewarding.
That's wonderful, and thank you so much for this session this evening. It's been really wonderful. And Naomi says, fantastic, thank you, I'm in. So you've got,
excellent. Very welcome.
That's wonderful. Oh, well, we'll finish up there, but I will keep an eye on the questions over the next few days as well. So I'll let you know if there are any more questions added for anyone who's watching on catch up as well. And we've popped your website in the video description as well, and we'll tag your Facebook page too. So for everyone watching, please do go have a look and get in contact with Julia if you'd like to join for any sessions. And you're coming back in a few weeks as well to introduce us to Nordic walking as well. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Indeed, yes. Obviously, that won't be quite so much of a taking part session, but it will just be a little bit of a demo, but talking a bit more about what Nordic walking is, the full technique, and again, the benefits of the full technique. So yes, looking forward to that.
That's brilliant. Thank you. So thank you everyone for joining us this evening, and hope it's been helpful. It's nice to see your nice comments coming in that obviously found it beneficial, so that's lovely. And yeah, you can catch up on the full video afterwards on our Facebook page or on our web page as well. And just finally, we've got one more link in the video description to a very brief anonymous survey. We're just asking for your thoughts on the My AS My Life Facebook live sessions and the resources on the website as well. We'd love to get your ideas on any future sessions you'd like to see from us and how we can improve things as well. So thank you again, Julia, and I'll finish up now for everyone. I'll let you get on with your evening and put your feet up now.
Thank you.
Take care and see you in a few weeks.
Thanks very much. Bye-bye.